The scheme has got real. The scheme has got real. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to your boy. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. I'm on my way to 700 subscribers. I'm coming from the bottom, from the muck. Show me some love. Show your boy some love. But anyway, it's got real. Wack 100 is talking about DJ Envy took some money from some street dudes. And you know how that get. So, allegedly, some street dudes gave him some money to invest in this real estate scheme. And they're saying that, you know, the street dudes can't come out and say, yo, I gave Envy 100,000, I gave Envy 300, 500, whatever the much amount of money he gave. They can't come out and say that. So, they're using Tony the Closer to deliver the message. They're trying to get their point across through Tony the Closer. They're saying, since we're beat, we're going to put the pressure on Envy. Envy's sick right now. Right now, sick. And possibly going to lose his job. You put all that work in to get there, and it's just instantly. You can put all that work to reach that level that you've been wanting to reach your entire life and take it for granted. And don't nobody care. When you get knocked down and they take what you work for, don't nobody care. It's pressure. Don't nobody care. So you got to understand that you got a value when you hit them levels. And I'm going to play this recording with Wack 100 on Clubhouse talking about it, where he's letting it be known that they was robbing Peter to pay Paul. So as they robbing Peter to pay Paul, the money just gone. And now they trying to say that they got burnt too. Envy saying he got burnt and Caesar saying he got burnt. Now everybody's putting it on somebody else. When the energy came through Envy. And Wack 100 is saying the street dudes, I guess they can't get at Envy. So this is the only way they can get at him. Through Tony the Closer. To let Tony put the pressure out there on him. Whereas though he can be brought down some way. And you know, by all this heat that's going on to his job, and by everybody looking at the Breakfast Club, they're going to have to let him go. They're going to get rid of him. They're not going to let him sit there. They're taking a lot of heat right now. Everybody wants to be at the top. Everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to live financially free. But when that fire come under a nigga's ass, that's a whole nother heat. That fire rip holes through some things. It'll burn some stuff down. It'll break the biggest. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this recording.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul. He get $1 million. He go over here. We gonna give us this. He got 3 people. He done got 300. He got $1 million out of these niggas. We gonna give you a $7,000 return a month. Boom, boom, boom. We gonna buy this property. All right, know what he do?
Oh shit, the cops got behind you.
He go out. He go get another $1 million from another 3-4 niggas. What is he doing? He making the $7,000 payments out the last $1 million to them. And he using them for word of mouth to tell other motherfuckers, yeah, I gave him this, I got this company. He been making his pay. I get $7,000 a month. And
So run the Bernie Madoff.
And the mother, that's all he was doing on a lower level. That's
So
all
you
the
don't
nigga.
think he was buying no real estate?
No, listen. No, he'd go grab some, but he wasn't putting no work into it. They was sitting. This is what gave it up. When niggas start going to the addresses that was supposed to have been, brought in rehab, they was sitting there with grass
And was
going
nothing
through the
done.
roof. Nothing was done. So he was probably going, buying foreclosed shit, showing the pictures. Yeah, this right here, we're going to knock this down and double up the units and all this shit. And niggas was giving them the money. As long as niggas was giving money and he could make his little payments to the people was happy. It wasn't until people stopped giving money because they like, hold on, bro. Like, what's up with the
You ain't make your first payment.
development? You can't show that. So when people stopped seeing their payments, niggas start asking questions. Then the nigga, the brother,
Tony the rat.
Tony. Wait, hold on. You can't call Tony no rat. What you mean he a rat?
I mean, that's just my personal opinion on
Well,
board.
hold on.
He tried to take my folks
Wait,
down.
bro. You on the 100 side, and we're gonna have to get Tony in here, bro. I don't
We
mind.
can't. We can.
I ain't got no dog in the fight. Listen,
we had a 3-hour argument with boy before. It's not my first
We
rodeo
sure
with
did.
boy.
We
dog
sure
in the fight.
did.
But what I'm saying,
Come on, Wack. You
Where's
had to
he?
check him too. When he tried to get at your homies, you had to check him too. He
But
tried
that ain't
to
got
do the
nothing
same thing to them.
That ain't got nothing to do with no rat. Where he's a rat at?
Cause you trying to put the cuffs on the nigga by sitting there putting the light on some shit that has nothing to do.
He's exposing the nigga. And Tony is an ex-football player, some shit, and he a businessman. He exposing the nigga. So you call it, you can't. I thought the nigga went and told him some niggas had some bricks.
Oh no, he ain't tell no bricks nothing, but he just said go get them. They over there.
No,
Uptown, you're not explaining it right.
He's exposing the nigga, bro. And I know why he exposing the nigga, because 4 of them niggas that's from the streets who gave that nigga a couple M's came to Tony and asked Tony to expose the nigga, to flush him out. I know that for
Oh, the envy nigga.
Yeah, nigga, they came to Tony. It's like 4 street niggas who gave him a whole lot of money. Right? They said, bro, we've been calling this nigga. We ain't got no voice. We ain't on social media. We need to expose this nigga. And that's why Tony got involved. You notice Tony ain't got no money invested. Think about it. The only way Tony knows is because they brought Tony the info.
Yeah, he be getting a lot of info, but the other niggas he was going at a lot of other niggas for no reason.
What other niggas he was going at? On this?
Before Envy, he was at the boy Greg Parker, Big Business. That's how it started off. No, it started off with Jay Morrison when him and Jay Morrison fell out. Then he went from Jay Morrison to.
So what did he say Jay did, Uptown?
He said Jay Morrison was running a scam. He burnt them out of 90 grand and all this other extra goofy shit, and the boy owed him some money. Then he went to him 500.
Did he show the proof?
No,
Yes.
he just. What proof he showed about?
Don't y'all in here start lying.
No, we went.
You're not telling it right, bro.
You not
I'm
telling
not telling it right. This is not the first.
tell
time
it right,
we talk about
nigga.
this. So I'm sitting there telling you, man.
One thing I know about the Tony nigga, right? I know the nigga. He gonna talk his shit, but he usually gonna show you what he talking about.
He said the nigga burnt him out of 90 grand.
He showed the receipts.
Yeah, he usually gonna show it, bro.
I seen them. I was on his lives. I downloaded the documents. He did do that. I seen him.
All right, so the problem with Tony the Closer, from where I saw it, was he got accused of being a scammer himself, whereas when he ran a competition, he never paid the man.
No, he paid him. He paid him $30,000.
No, he did not.
Tony paid the nigga $30,000.
Well, it must have been more than that.
He getting no more.
Partial payment, because I didn't he come in this floor and say he wasn't giving them the rest of his money.
He said he burning boy. He said boy not getting no more money, and boy took him to court for $200.
All right, so whatever the payment was, he didn't get the full payment. And at the end of the day, if a person wins something, that's what they deserve. Period. It ain't no technicality, because what he did was he sat up there and blamed it on a pandemic. He said, "Oh, it's a pandemic time, and I was just starting my business, so fuck him." Come on, that ain't 100.
Wack on the phone. Tony might be coming in here. But
Y'all remember
Uptown, I
that?
still got the paperwork on my phone. We could argue about this again. He did not scam that man. That nigga violated the terms of the contest rules by
Court said he's
slandering him online.
I'm mad with my contract, but the court said he scammed me on the money. So if you go to court and the court tell you pay them people, you gotta pay.
There's
I
a
was that
difference
nigga
between
able to
owning.
get DJ Envy aboard with this motherfucking thing?
That's a good point, Dres. If that person who we thought initially won, for whatever technicality, was disqualified, then you pass the prize on to the next winner for some, you know what I'm saying? With no hindrance. You say, hey, you disqualified, you're not getting it for whatever
So what
reason,
happened? What
and here's
happened
the
when
next
he went to court?
winner.
Okay, so Wack, this is what happened because me and Uptown argued for 3
And if
hours.
that nigga said, if Tony said, I ain't paying him no more money, that means something happened. Some disrespect, something happened.
Yeah. So what happened was there was a raffle. The gentleman won. The pandemic hit and he gave the guy the first payment but said, look, my bank won't let me. I think it was a wire or something they wouldn't let him do with the funds. He said, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and still pay you as soon as they let me do it. The dude instead goes online and was like, oh, Tony ain't paying me my money. So that's quote unquote slander. Part of the terms of entering that raffle is you can't speak on the person doing the raffle or any business is involved in a negative light. If so, that is a breach of contract. That is part of the reason why Tony said, I'm not giving you nothing else. You have breached this contract. We have worked out a payment. Now, mind you, Tony had worked out a way to pay the dude, even though he, I guess, run into some financial something with the bank for the pandemic. He had worked something out with the dude. So he had every intention on paying him. That's why the dude even got $30,000 that far. He just said, you're going to have to wait for the next payment. But what Uptown is trying to say is like, no, it was a scam the whole time. He never intended on paying him. I said, well, if he didn't intend on paying
Uptown
him.
seemed like he's just a Tony, the closer hater.
Oh,
He had a
no.
personal
Uptown
issue
said,
with him.
I think it's Clubhouse Shenanigan who got the content. Uptown said that his family or people that was close to him got scammed by Tony. So it's a little personal.
Where the
Right now, I'm just
content
looking
on?
at that. I ain't no total close hater. I just don't appreciate how he went in on my folks. I'm biased because he tried to run.
What he do on your folks, bro?
He ran the whole campaign on my folks. The whole shit that he did with DJ Envy, he ran on them too.
On who?
My man Big Business. He ran the whole little campaign on him.
What did Big Business do?
They tried to accuse him of the same thing. Try to say he wasn't paying people. But main man got on there and got put his receipts out there where he was paying. He said what he was saying, said the pandemic. They got a whole little back and forth going on. He, like I said, he went that big.
What we need to do. Tony on the plane, bro. Look.
Well, listen, when he get off,
when he get off the
around.
plane, look, when he get off that plane, on the flight, he's trying to see if he can come in. When he get off that plane, I need you back in the room, bro. Whatever room it may be, because we got to get a man a chance to finish. So we ain't finna be doing no hollering and screaming. If you say he ran the campaign on Big Business and he said that the nigga didn't pay or something, we gonna let the nigga present this shit.
What I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to see if I can get Big Business in this situation.
That's cool. We ain't got no dog in the fight. We just gonna maintain order in the fight.
Oh no, I'm gonna be here. No matter what, I'm gonna be here. I'm always on the 100th floor. It's going down.
Well, that nigga Tony the closest, the Wack 100 of the square niggas. That nigga be exposing everybody. Yo, did they arrest Envy yet?
Nah, they didn't arrest Envy. They got his partner though.
Yeah, Envy
got his partner.
Envy.
He said he ain't had nothing to do with it. He cooperating and everything.
He said he ain't doing what?
Did you hear the clip, Wack?
Say
Did you
he
hear
cooperating?
his lawyer said?
Well, here's the thing with Envy. He got a conspiracy that he can't get out of.
Oh shit.
And I'm waiting for all them people that's suing Dude and Envy. They gonna sue the Breakfast Club and the radio station in a minute.
There you go, bang.
They said the Fed swept through one of the offices and took a couple of electronic devices.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why. They supposed to monitor what's promoted up there. And I think because it was Envy and Envy was just bringing his business partner, they didn't trip it. Now, people are going to say, well, it was promoted on the Breakfast Club, so we found it to be believable. That nigga Envy got a conspiracy coming. Either way you look at it, bro.
Yeah, that's why businesses don't allow solicitation for that reason.
Exactly.
Yep. You go in front of a business corporation and it'll be a sign on the door, no solicitation. And that's what Envy was doing on the radio.
Solicited on the Breakfast Club, which is...
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to get a little ugly at.
Well, Envy is claiming he's a victim.
Nah.
Yeah,
See,
he's saying he's a victim because he lost $500 million or something like that.
Ain't Envy trying to cooperate against his boy?
Hold on. He definitely going to cooperate. Envy's going to tell them people everything they want to know. See, it's one thing to show you sent money out. But watch this. If you sent money out after money came in from the play, what that mean? I made $1 million. The nigga Caesar give me $1 million, and I give Caesar back 500. What that means? That was perfect. 2 of them are too much. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? You reinvested money that you got from the dude from the play.
Yeah, that's a Ponzi scheme.
So he gonna be DJ Tweety Bird.
I want to know how that nigga even talk
part.
Envy into getting down with the.
That ain't even the ugly part. What's ugly is, and the nigga Tony ain't even went there yet. I told him not to go there, but he gonna go there. The ugly part, y'all, Uptown, you in here, is when they come out, that some of them funds that was accepted didn't come from the bank, didn't come in form of a wire, and didn't come in form of a cashier's check.
Oh, that's nasty work.
Now you talking some whole other shit. And see, y'all remember I told you this. If Envy do too much on the Caesar boy, Caesar gonna tell the truth. And when he tell the truth and say, well, those people came through, boom, and they dropped off, boom, and boom. This is why certain people went to Envy to expose, because they didn't want to expose it because of what they dropped off, how they dropped it off. You understand what I'm saying? This shit finna take a turn.
They got Envy as individual one.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, Envy my guy, but he in the middle of some shit, bro. This shit finna take a turn, bro. It's finna take, that's when it's gonna get ugly. That's when it's going to get ugly. When that shit come out that it's 3, 4, 5 M's, you know, motherfucker Al Capone style shit, you know, that ain't accounted for, that went through these hands, it's gonna get ugly.
The real estate Rico.
It's gonna get ugly, bro.
They asked, was he cooked earlier? I don't know, this dinner might be done already.
Oh, no, bro, it's a whole nother side to this shit. It's a whole nother side to this shit. Now, did Envy know the ins and outs or whatever initially? I don't know. But what I do know is this, and Uptown helped me with this. Were any of the buildings ever the fuck complete?
I think 1 or 2 they heard. I'm not Uptown, but I heard him, Eric say 1 or 2, I think.
Because if none of the builds was complete, or it's been 20 or 30 buildings that it's been transactions about, and at what point in time was you going to inquire about The construction of the building.
That mean if you gave him the money and you ain't check the money or the buildings, you ain't had no intentions on. You just wanted to launder your money.
This is when it's starting to get a little crazy.
And see, that's
So
what I was saying.
you mean to
Oh, go ahead.
tell me you brought him money, $500,000 in 2020, another 500,000. I'm just throwing that in 2021. Then you brought him 800,000 in 2022. But yet, why did you bring him the second money if the motherfucking building from the first money was never complete?
And you never seen a dividend payment yet.
That's when it's gonna get ugly.
Ugly.
And I'm gonna be real. It took him what? About 3-4 months? How long this shit been floating in the media?
About, at the earliest, I would say like 6 months.
It took him, now here go the thing. Who picked the nigga up? The feds?
Yeah.
It took them 6 months for the feds to pick him up. What that mean? They didn't did their homework and find what they needed.
Ben did the homework.
They've been laying on him for a minute.
It was nasty work like a week ago when they dropped him, and I played it earlier, they dropped a whole little news segment on it, and then they was interviewing the victims and shit like that. Yeah, they got nasty for all that shit. This was a week ago too, so it's like...
This where I was talking about what the
Share
Ponzi,
this video,
Ponzi,
man.
the investors, the new investors that got a lot of
real.
that ED and P money.
Oh, no, I'm with you with that. And you know where they came from? You know where a lot of them came from?
From envy.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, what I'm saying is what's going to happen on their end is they got that money that who's to say everybody got $400,000 out of PPP or EDD legally. So now they're going to say, all right, you got scammed out of 400. Where you get the 400 from?
It's hard to believe.
But hold on, though. But this the thing. A lot of them can't show that, nigga. Them EDD niggas wasn't supposed to have 400. That come from 20 cards getting hit every day, nigga. They can't show that.
That's what I meant by the money coming in from the pandemic funds. The one girl they labeled her client EB. She looked like she ain't never had $20 in her life. Where you get 400,000? That's the extra part. Because now you gonna put these people in the crooks, and they gonna really go like, where you getting it from? I got it from here. I did this. I put this. A lot of them people
see, she's a bozo. She was supposed to deal with that a whole nother way. You can't come out to the forefront if you know you're in violation.
And that's
now they gonna say, well, shit, bitch, you gave them what? Where you get it from? Oh, we got you on 10 other crimes. You got 10 other charges, bitch. We got come here. You was the one with them cars over there. That's you. Where you like? What is she talking about? She shouldn't. Like you can't. You know what I'm saying? A nigga, if I rob a bank and I bring a nigga 200,000 of the bank robbery money, nigga, I can't come outside talking about nothing.
And that's where it come to play on this side of town, because a lot of that dude, his clients was niggas that was just scrapping and scraping and trying to get that money. And when they got it, and then they ran and, oh, can we get this? Can we do that? Or it was COVID. I can't help you to this point. Everybody used the COVID excuse. I can't pay this because of COVID. So,
oh no, that was just some cap the whole time.
That's everybody cap. But my thing is, if you gonna use, all right, Wack, if you using, I can't pay you because of COVID. Don't say I ain't paying. You ain't pay these people. I ain't paying them because of COVID. Didn't you use that same excuse? Don't point the finger at me if you used it. That's always been my whole thing. If this nigga saying, all right, I'm gonna pay these niggas, I got receipts of paying people until COVID, I got receipts of paying people after COVID, let me get back. How are you trying to come at me as an entrepreneur as a doing this, but you did this, you using the same excuses? I can't pay such and such because COVID hit. That's always been my number one thing. Me and Dreas argued 3 months, 3 hours about that. When I go in this building, I know I gotta come with my receipts. I'm about to go digging a little game, man, because I'm ready for the fight. That's all. Feel bad for all the people that use their money for that and then went and said and thought they was gonna get some justice because they're not thinking right. Because now you got to show.
So how many properties do they got that this nigga did he actually go and buy?
Who, Caesar now?
Yeah.
I don't know, because they've been doing this. They ain't just start. They've been doing this for years, and that's the thing. I thought that
Caesar was doing it
with envy.
He started fucking with envy, right?
No, they was all.
Yeah, he did it with a bunch of other. He did it with a bunch of other stores.
But Envy always kicked it that him and Caesar was always partners, and Envy always that's the one thing that he don't have an out on. He always get on there and say he been doing real estate for a long time, so he can't play I didn't know because they gonna show different clips saying here you go saying that you jumped into real estate at this time, you jumped in real estate at that time. So if you got 2 years of real estate and you know certain things about profit and loss, you know about when you getting your money, why this building not done. You know about why
Caesar
up the code.
Caesar was using the same properties though.
They had 1,100 properties, 1,100.
Nah, he was using the same properties to different investors. He would use the same property with several different people.
Oh, so he was selling
the same deal.
Oh, he in trouble. The nigga was flipping. He was using the same property to get
sell to different
the
niggas.
same investment.
The bait and switch tactic, you know.
Oh, that nigga in trouble. I think the nigga, but the boy been in jail before, right?
Yeah, he got on the
nigga.
Yeah, you know the reform thug nigga. You know the reform thug investor.
He said his mentor he met in jail and he showed him how to do real estate.
He showed him the game.
The seasoned nigga said on the Breakfast Club when he was in jail, he met the guy that showed him how to do
He learned how to be a better crook, Wack.
Oh, that was smart.
He learned how. I'm gonna find a clip.
He learned it in jail how to be a better crook.
Yep.
Well, that's what usually happens.
But I tell niggas all the time, I say, bro, whatever get rich quick scheme you learn in jail, it's a million niggas try to before you. That's why they in jail.
That's a fact, Wack.
I tell niggas that all the time.
Back in jail, I'm cool. If a nigga like Wack, you had got on here and said about something in Detroit where you had 23 properties for a certain bag, that's the type of shit that makes sense. Not all right, yo, I got 12 properties. If you give me this, you get to get on it. No, I don't want to get on it. I want the deed. I need all of it. I don't want to be on it with 15 other niggas that I don't know. And we ain't on the LLC together. We just because we say we know you. You crazy. That's why
he wouldn't have been so fucking greedy and just slowed the fuck down and did it right. You think he could have just did it right and slowed the fuck down? I'm just really want to know.
He wouldn't have made as much money. He would have never, but it would have been right. He would have been doing it right. He could have, in the long run, would have been better. Because
but the way Wack kicking it was, he was doing it right, and then he flipped it into a Ponzi.
But you're not hearing about everything else, though. No, but look at the money laundering comes in too because of the fact that the people on the street, the people we don't know about that was funneling their money through this motherfucking shit. These motherfuckers are the ones that are also questioning the money. Where's the money at? And those are the people you don't want to play. You don't want to play with because they ain't gonna take this. Oh, he just going to jail and that's it. Nah, they said some of these motherfuckers gonna want their money back.
Yeah, but how you gonna get your money back if you got to show them where you got your money from? If you invested $100,000, where you get the 100? Let me just ask you a question. Well, where you get 100 from? Oh, out the bank. Unless you can show that you went and borrowed it from the bank to go invest with them dudes. Yeah, but if you said if it was in the bank and you just pulled it out and you don't got no visible means of income, no JOB, you got to figure it out from there. That's a whole nother problem.
That's another problem they would deal with after they deal with the first problem, which is the money laundering. I don't think they would deal with that all at once and say, well, where'd you get that money? Nah, I don't think that's how it works.
So Caesar has since been commenting on Instagram, you know what I mean? And he made a post. It was like a 50 Cent quote. It says, every negative is a positive. The bad things that happen to me, I somehow make them good. That means you can't do anything to hurt me. And the caption says, I'm still here, always moving forward, never backwards. Somebody commented, don't tell you giving people envy on the proper. And Caesar says, I'm loyal to my friends, can't say the same for them.
I think he even lied to his wife because she out here in public talking about the investors are going to be made whole. So if that's the case, then give them their fucking money. Obviously, you don't have it. So he even lied to his wife or got her lying on his behalf. So this shit.
Getting her lined up to go to jail too.
Definitely lied.
She getting lined up to go to jail too. You know what I mean? He don't give a fuck. That bitch is...
But he was running around spending the
nigga lying to everybody, my nigga.
He going to that bitch is going right to jail too.
She's
gonna go
right with that nigga. Everybody's cooked, nigga.
Tyrese probably watching that shit laughing.
But see, what you see when they started digging on her, like, you know, not digging on her, but like digging into the response she gave when she said all the investors gonna get her money back. She said, "Oh, you just gotta ask Caesar." You got to talk to Caesar about that. So shit, everybody putting it back on Caesar. But hey, I don't think Caesar is the only guilty motherfucker in this, man. Because let me tell y'all, I listen. This one I'm kind of hyped about this content because I used to listen to Breakfast Club faithfully before I got on Clubhouse, like 2019, a little bit of 2020, and every single motherfucking day I had to hear about this real estate motherfucking shit that ended up being a scam. Where's my compensation for that bullshit I had to hear? Then promoting the motherfucking scam every day. Do we get a class action for that shit, for having to hear that shit?
Wait, Eric, you want reparations for having to listen?
I had to listen to that shit every day. Yo, with
Hey, I
DJ,
feel you. You ain't lying. Eric ain't lying at all. They used to always talk about that shit all the fucking
I'm gonna send your ass a Target gift card. You ain't getting shit.
Nah, you getting an on-air apology and that's it, nigga. Ain't nothing to
Yeah.
you gift card.
But I'm
running that. Well, this
Them
is DJ
seminars
House
is
Flippers.
fucked up.
Are they
Envy
still?
going to jail.
Are they still saying that shit like on live?
The real estate stopped getting promoted. I want to say sometime around late 2022 is when I stopped hearing that shit.
Because they was promoting the shit out of it. He was always there with the little fat little elf looking motherfucker with him, and the other little fucking little weirdo.
Hey, Beast, that's because they was always doing them seminars.
Yeah.
They had to stop promoting within the last 6 months though, because I took my son to the car show in Atlanta last year in July, and the Caesar nigga was there.
Didn't they just hold a car show together? Didn't they just do that charity car show they do too?
Nah, that's Envy's car show.
Oh, that shit. Oh, man.
Y'all know Envy spoke about this shit on Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah,
he spoke about it last week. He said under the bad advice of his lawyer. Lawyer said don't say nothing. He had to say something anyway.
And let me play this clip because I think it's funny with this motherfucking clip, right? Because Envy was about to spill it all basically, or elaborate more, but Charlamagne kind of shut him down, and ever since then the nigga ain't really been speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull that clip.
Do you think Charlamagne got involved in it? He lost a little money in this shit too?
Nah, he ain't got nothing to do with it.
Not at all. Charlamagne get on there plenty of times and say that he not investing in none of that shit. That he said it on hundreds of occasions that he never was invested. He don't know nothing about real estate. He don't want to get in it. He do what he do. He's never ever did anything with Envy. Some of the times,
Tried to get Joe Budden on. I know Joe Budden spoke on it too.
Did Angela Yee do it?
Here's why I'm tripping though.
That's gonna be her excuse. She gonna
You gonna play some audio?
Yeah, I was gonna play DJ Envy the last time he spoke on the shit, but I'm just tripping on it because motherfucking goddamn, I forgot again. Here go the motherfucking audio. What happened to the audio? Hold on. Oh, this shit is tripping. Hold up. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I want to dive into the response and shit, right? Because it sounds like Envy just kind of playing defense. I mean, we can't say he didn't know what the fuck was going on. I know some people were saying the nigga ain't know what was going on earlier.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. There's been a lot going on, Charlamagne.
Like what?
Don't say like what, man. There's been a million and one accusations.
Oh my God, no.
I'm being serious. So let me explain some things. I'm not, my attorneys don't want me to speak, but I think there's things that I need to clear up a little bit.
I think you should listen to your attorneys. Why don't light-skinned people like to listen? Hey, if your attorney told you don't say nothing, why you talking?
Listen, so Caesar and myself did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my community. I wanted to teach my community about real estate, things that I didn't know when I was first buying my first home. I wanted to teach our community about investing in generational wealth. So I did these seminars and brought industry professionals to all these seminars, whether it was real estate agents from different markets, contractors, conventional lenders, hard money lenders. I even brought auction.com to actually show people how to purchase houses online. That's what I wanted to do for my people. Now, Caesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But I do understand how people feel if they did give him money, because I gave him a lot of money.
Jesus.
That I didn't see a dollar of return. But for anybody to say I was involved, that's totally not true. I would never. I've been on radio close to 30 years, and never in my 30 years time did I do nothing but try to uplift people and show people a different way through the business mind, and I would never take a dollar from somebody.
I could be wrong, but I didn't see nobody accusing you of taking money. I just saw them say that they met Caesar because they heard you talking about Caesar.
Nah, they basically said I was privy to it, and that wasn't true. Not at all.
I, from what I read in actual court papers, I didn't see that. They said that all these people are saying that they met Caesar because of you.
Right, and they're saying
I don't
that
see nobody accusing you of taking no money.
To the point where if you read the court documents, Caesar wrote an affidavit that says DJ Envy, Rashawn Casey, had no knowledge of me investing people's money.
I saw that too.
He wasn't there. He wasn't part of those conversations. He wasn't even nowhere in those meetings. And those are documents that's out there. So if we're going to talk about truth, let's talk about the truth. And those are the documents out there. And
well,
I know
you can't talk about the truth yet because your lawyers don't want you talking at all. So the smart thing to do is, I understand you want to say something to the listeners, and I'm sure the listeners appreciate it. But man, just wait until all the dust settles. And when all the dust settles, then you can get on this radio and have a real conversation.
Look bad already.
Until then, I don't think you should be saying any of this. But that's just me. Look at you. You can't even help yourself. What else you want to say now?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
But
when the dust settles,
okay,
you can have a real conversation with the
audience.
audience.
It's difficult because the stuff that you're hearing is like, that's totally not true. Like, it's not true. Like,
well, that's
fake news. Like, those are fake
enough.
stories.
That should be enough. You know what the truth is. If you know what the truth is, don't worry about it, because the truth don't need no defense. The truth don't need no defense, just witnesses. That's it.
All right. Well, hopefully.
And by the way, you look very suspicious because you don't have your just for men in right now. So it's like the grays are coming in right here in the back.
So is Charlamagne being a real partner by shutting that down? What y'all think about that? Because
He's definitely being a real partner.
Yeah, because
I mean, if you ain't do nothing, nigga, stop talking.
Any open
I heard that. I'm like, I know Envy didn't double back and really do that to himself, because he shut it. He did. I heard that like a week ago.
Yeah, no, this was a week ago, and ever since then, he ain't really come out and say nothing about it. But DJ Envy the only really one aside from Caesar listed on the arrest complaint. I'm gonna read it here. It says Pena and his business partner, a well-known disc jockey and radio personality, and in quotations they list individual one, operated a company that conducted real estate seminars around the country. Together, they use individual one celebrity to promote various real estate enterprises that Pena controlled. During real estate
seminars, with a conspiracy right there, E.
Yeah, that's what
there it is.
Go ahead, keep reading. There you go. Together.
They coming to get him.
During the real estate
they coming to get him.
Private one-on-one sessions, advertisements, public appearances, and otherwise, Pena represented that he was a highly successful real estate investor, owned thousands of properties in multiple states, and had business relationship with numerous celebrities. Through these efforts, Pena developed a significant following that included hundreds of thousands of social media followers. So it lists his businesses right here. It says he owned or controlled numerous business entities which held real property and were used to open bank accounts that he used in furtherance of the charged offense. And it includes Warehouse LLC and From Start to Flip LLC, and they're both located in New Jersey. So it says, starting at least in or around 2017, Pena began accepting investments from individual investors for the alleged purchase, remodel, and sale of specific real estate projects in New Jersey and other states. Pena generally entered into contracts with the victims that specify, among other things, the purpose of the investment, promised interest payments, and the time frame for repayment. But rather than using the victim's investment as promised, he engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme wherein he commingled victims' investors' money and used new victim investments to pay off prior investors and cover personal expenditures. Through the scheme, Pena defrauded dozens of victims of millions of dollars. And it gives some examples below. I'm going to just read the Manchester Ave property one. So it says, on or about April 4th, 2019, Pena used his company Warehouse LLC to purchase a property located on Manchester Ave in Paterson, New Jersey for approximately $140,000. On or around July 2019 through and around April 2023, Pena solicited and received investments from dozens of different victims for the purported purchase, renovation, and sale of property one, which is just one property, FYI. He typically concealed from the victims, among other things, that he had already solicited and received money from other unwitting victims to invest in the property. As a result, he collected more than $5 million for victims as a supposed capital for just property one. So, damn, bro, that's nasty work. I ain't gonna lie.
From a $140,000 joint, he kept going to collect monies, investment monies, to rehab the same joint, knowing so this is where they gonna get him at. Well, how much it gonna cost to rehab it? $200,000. Well, nigga, what did you keep collecting money for? It wasn't enough money in the property for you to even pay these people back.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Crazy.
He put a
That's the Ponzi scheme, huh, Wack?
Yeah, there it goes right there. But that nigga, bro, Envy, they gonna try to book him with a conspiracy, bro.
They gonna book him with a conspiracy. Oh, it's coming. He gotta get the conspiracy.
They gonna try to book him on that for sure.
Oh, I think
they telling everything, Wack. They gonna tell everything. They just gonna tell on everything,
I'm
right?
telling you, bro, like, nigga,
and they
you heard what he said.
Everything, nothing but the truth, the whole truth.
To promote
so
and all that, bro, that's, nigga, that word together is ugly. That's
hurt the radio stations too? Does that hurt their stations and everything too?
Nigga,
that hurts
radio station gonna be forced to protect themselves. I hope it doesn't happen, but usually in a case like this, they get to letting a nigga go, giving a nigga, you know, hey, maybe we need to take a leave of absence.
Sheesh.
I hope it don't happen. Envy good dude, but that station, he ain't.
Shit got real. Shit got real on that situation. Envy's definitely gonna get the conspiracy. There's no way you can't get out of that conspiracy. There's no way. You promoted it, people put their money into it, and you are the face of it, the reason why people got involved in it. So, and you gonna see. You gotta know what you're getting into, man. You can't get involved with what everybody's doing. Just because people saying they doing this and doing that, you can't put your money into everything people saying. It get you caught up. One mistake will ruin everything you work for. You can push hard to make it to a certain level, and one mistake can take you all the way down. And then you can't say you wish you could take it back, because you can tell, yeah. But the first thing when the FBI come, the first thing you got to do is you got to tell on yourself. They're willing to hear who did what and when, why, what. But the first thing you got to do is admit your guilt. You got to say what you did before they worry about who else you want to tell on. And he's going to tell on Caesar. Caesar's going to tell on him. And it's going to be a domino effect. Everybody's going down. The real estate scheme is the dumbest thing to do, because you leave a trail of what you did. The trail is there. You're going to say you took money from this person, and then when you saying that you took money from street guys and it's not on paper where it came from, you get the money laundering. It get bigger. So it's going to get real. They're going to wish that it didn't go this far. You know, they going to wish that they got out when they could have. But, you know, life is what it is. You make them kind of mistakes, you got to live with them. You got to eat them. Ain't no, I don't want to be involved now and I didn't have nothing to do with it. You involved. You knee deep. You knee deep. Ain't no taking it back. And when them people come and charge you, they gonna make sure that they publicize it. And when you take the plea, you might get probation. He might get probation for it, being as though that he gonna cooperate. But they're gonna put that F on your record. Now you got a federal charge. Now you gotta deal with the federal authorities. And they putting straight pressure. So if you make a mistake, you going over to the feds. You might not get probation. They might want you to do a year behind. You know how some people get in them situations with the feds and they say you got to do a year and a day. They might want them to do a year. And them Envy's not built for jail. You talk that tough stuff because you made it to a level where you in the spotlight, but they not built for jail. They not built for what they was into. And it's crazy how people are so stupid knowing that you ain't going to get through this. But the money give them that greed. They already got money, but it give them that greed to try to make it more. I want more. Knowing that they going to take you down. And when they take you down, they want to take you all the way down. They want to strip you. They want to make sure you back to an infant. They don't want you to be able to survive after it. They want to strip you. The Breakfast Club going to end up firing him. It's ready to be over for him. He on borrowed time. It was all good just a week ago. Last week I had everything. That's how it is. Shit ready to get real, man. Shit ready to get real for Envy, man. Shit ready to get real, man. And Joe Budden, he was saying about he told him it was a scheme. He told him it was a scheme, but they wanted to invest in it. Joe Budden's told him, man, this is a scheme, man. And Joe Budden's went off on him. This was months ago. So this been circulating in the news for months. But what happens is when the feds come, they did their investigation. Their investigation is thorough. They made sure that they got their T's and their I's crossed. It's over. They know what it is. The T's crossed, the I's dotted. You know what it is. And you know what it is. They coming for Envy. Envy gonna feel that one. But they gonna make sure that they get Caesar in the bag, which they already do. That's why he on house arrest. And they let him out there so he can talk. He can be able to communicate with people and act like he's trying to clear things up. And they monitoring all that. When you out there trying to clear it up with this person and that, your phone calls and you think you getting on another phone, they got phones tapped. They probably got the car wired. They got everything under siege. And they going down. Shit done got real. You know what I'm saying? You see what it is, though. I don't know why when you get that kind of money, you would even put yourself in that situation.
I didn't see it.
There's a little bit. There's a little bit.
Oh, give it to me. So where should we start?
We can start there, but somebody else came through with some drama for us. No pun intended.
Oh, my man. See, but I don't even count him. That's my man. That's my man. Me gonna always give me a little something.
Mr. Consistent.
That's my man right there. I like when he get on his phone. He had a nigga too. He say, I love people that say what's really on their mind on the internet. Yo, this is over a bitch. I said, oh, I'd be so taken aback when I read these things.
That's what I mean.
Listen, where we starting? We starting with Envy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What chapter?
I feel like we should start at the beginning.
It's a lot of things with Envy. Him being accused of stealing with his partner, Caesar, in a scam, a real estate scam, they saying. Gunplay also had Envy
like
on the
when I
phone.
first started with real estate, right? If you follow me, you know that I'm really cool with Clue. I'm really cool with Fabulous.
I don't waste
I
no
was
time.
really cool with Joe at one time. So when I started with the real estate,
Joe Budden?
Yeah,
Shout out to Joe Corey.
Stab.
He said that one time.
No, it was. I mean, we don't speak, so I mean, we don't stab.
Let me let it play.
Being facts. So when I first started, I called each one of them. Right? I called Clue, who's my brother. Yo, I'm getting into real estate. I'm doing well. We should do some stuff together. They didn't understand it. I remember calling Joe. Joe told me it sounded like a scam. And I called Fab, and Fab didn't get it.
Rewind that just in case.
I'm getting into real estate and I'm doing well. We should do
wind
some
it.
stuff together.
It's years
They
ago.
didn't understand it. I remember calling Joe. Joe told me it sounded like a scam.
Is that true? Did you tell him it sounded like a scam?
No, facts.
Okay. Yeah, you know, like
Big facts.
Okay.
And what do you know? And they would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for those meddling kids.
And that dog.
And that fucking dog. But early in this clip, and this is what I mean about envy, and we'll get to all of the Tony the Closer gunplay stuff. But just early in this clip, he says, let me play it again, just so I'm clear.
Being facts.
He said, me and Joe don't speak.
Stab. He said that one time.
No, it was. I mean, we don't speak, so I mean, we don't stab it.
You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thing about don't speak, right? See, and somewhere me and Flip had a conversation about this, I think, at some point. Like, how do you say that you don't speak to somebody? Like, say you haven't spoken, right? But to say you don't speak is like a definite, right? There's certainty to that.
Yes.
So now let's go to later on in this clip. A few years ago, Envy calls me as someone that he is not speaking to. We have not spoken about anything. And he calls me and starts talking about some real estate shit. For me, that's odd. We don't speak. And now you calling me, telling me that your man's with the government and he could get the buildings and there's a list, it'd be me, you, and Queen Latifah and whatever the fuck he was saying, because I was walking my dog in the backyard, so I want to stop listening at this point. But that just sounded fishy. You give me some money, we're going to take it, we're going to get this, we're going to get that, we're going to... In my brain, I didn't need to, that wasn't where I was in my professional career, where I needed to take a lump sum of money and give it to somebody I wasn't speaking to do some real estate. There's people in place to kind of advise me that way. So I left it alone. Now, we get to Envy and his business partner, Caesar. Tony the Closer, if you're unaware, has been on top of this investigation. We're going to use the word alleged, because who the fuck knows? But boy, is Tony the Closer convincing. And what he's saying is that Caesar, not Envy, Caesar has been running around and taking money from people, scam. Selling people on something, taking their money and running off, never to be seen or heard from. That's what Tony the Closer is saying. Now, he did hit me, but I left it alone. But he kept going. Tony hit me, waved me in a private in the room to talk about, but I like to watch it bubble first. And boy, did it bubble.
Hard.
That number is rumored to be 8 figures now.
Sheesh. That's messy right there. Sheesh.
That people are allegedly saying that they gave him under different pretenses.
And is it the likes of the people that you named just a couple
I don't know
seconds ago?
I don't know who these people are.
Mhm.
That's Tony the Closer's thing. But Caesar addressed it. I want to read what he said, just so we're clear. Y'all can talk while I do this,
Well, as a real estate guy, I mean, is this something that's kind of happens a lot?
I mean, it's a few different ways that you look at it. Of course, I've been following it. You have a whole bunch of people that say basically they invested money with Caesar, and he was giving them a quality return.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then throughout, you double down. So if you give me $100,000 and I give you 120, 130 back, that's a great return. That's a 20-30% return.
Got it.
If you get 20-30% of return on your money, you go far in this business, in any business. So they had a couple people that said, y'all gave him 100, he gave me 120, I gave him 100, he gave me 130, I gave him another 100, he disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
He's writing me bounce checks, he's not answering my phone calls. Caesar is a real estate professional. He has been for some time.
Okay.
Successful, very successful, especially by mom and pop, not even mom and pop standards. I ain't gonna disrespect him, man. He's been successful. I think what happens is COVID happened, and in COVID, I'm not bailing them out because your morals is your morals, and COVID don't have nothing to do with you not answering nobody's phone calls.
Right.
True. You get what I'm saying? COVID happened, and it put a damper on a whole bunch of real estate investors and developers. There's a difference into, you know what I mean? Developing is when you building shit from the ground up and you taking land and you making use of that land. I think he took a ton of money. Even Envy said he gave him $500,000, and that's the deal that they are kind of still up in the air on.
Okay.
And hearing Envy speak, he said that basically every deal he's ever done with Caesar was on the up and up, except for that particular one. They bought a school, and they were going to renovate the school and make it housing.
Okay.
And that deal is kind of stuck. What happens is, and again, I don't want to bail him out because your morals is your morals, but a lot of times when you give people money for investments could go up and go down.
Mm-hmm.
If I give a stockbroker my money, ain't no guarantee that money going to turn into profit. Right? So, but in our culture, we just be looking for the quick flip. You know what I'm saying? We always want the quick flip. I gave a nigga 100, he gotta give me some money back. Sometimes you might lose your $100,000. That don't have nothing to do with a nigga not answering your phone calls. That don't have nothing to do with a nigga giving you bounce checks. So that's some bullshit. But in investing, sometimes you will lose your bread. So I think that he took a ton of people's money, and they saying that they never got their money back, and he not answering their calls. So that's some bullshit.
Caesar says, I was not going to address this on social media because this platform is used to tear people down, and I've always wanted to use my platform to inspire. I bet you did, buddy. However, the fact that I'm being dragged on lives and posts doesn't bother me at all because I know who I am and who I'm not. The thing that bothers me is my wife, the mother of my child, is being verbally attacked. The bigger issue here is my business partner and friend DJ Envy is being brought into something he has nothing to do with. He was never given any money to do any real estate deals with me, nor has he been party to any deals, negotiations, nor partnerships that I have had with investors that have invested in real estate with me. Him, his family, nor his reputation should be pulled into dealings he was never involved in. He goes on to say, so while the clout chasers chase clout, I'm going to be the man that I am and ask those that feel like I've wronged them to get on a call with me and let's talk through how we move forward. My email nor phone number have changed. I'm not ducking anybody. I'm not dodging nobody. I'm busy over here trying to hold my empire together so these false allegations can stop. I ask each of you that have been on lives and posts recently to fact check, do your research, check your source, research his background. You can't sweep someone else's door when yours is money. Yes, you can. I'm not going to post your misfortune over the years, but I don't care about all of this. That was his response.
Vague. Again, if you're not answering my phone calls, my nigga, it's nothing really you can say to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't answering my phone calls, I don't want to hear none of that
Nothing.
shit.
Yeah, don't tell me your number ain't changed, your email ain't changed, and you're not
And you
answering
ain't
my
answering
phone.
the phone. So
The
That's the part
jig
where
is
you
up.
lost me
The
at.
jig is up. Like, all right, the jig is up.
I had an argument with one of my boys. He a real estate investor, and he was getting on envy ass.
Yeah. It's trouble. Yeah, it's trouble. Yeah, it's trouble. Yeah, it's trouble for him, man. Yeah, it's trouble. It's trouble. It's trouble.
Free DJ Envy. That's my guy. Envy. You see how I just did in that situation? I'm ready to tell. It's all good. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Niggas ain't got no expectation of me. Envy. If you ain't started telling on this nigga, he's probably telling on you. Envy, real talk. I'm not even bullshitting with you. If you ain't started telling on this nigga yet, he probably is telling on you. Okay? Now, if you guys don't know, a lot of interesting developments is still happening in this Envy and Cesar Pena case. Now, I want to stand with my man, my light-skinned brethren, DJ Envy. I don't think he scammed nobody. He got scammed himself. Why would y'all think Envy scammed nobody? You know what I mean? Envy's an upstanding person in the community. I like Envy, okay? Now, I don't know if something is happening, but today, they had my nigga DJ Envy calling to the Breakfast Club on Zoom. That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, I watch the Breakfast Club every day. I was ready for him like, hey, this is DJ. Nigga, they had that my nigga on Zoom today. This shit was crazy. Look at this shit right here. Nah, y'all got, no, matter of fact, nah, this is the better angle right here. Morning. Bro, they had my nigga on Zoom, dog. Ain't no way.
Shit got
Ain't
real.
No fucking way.
Shit got real.
Yo.
Shit got real.
Yo.
That might be it for him.
Where's my drop? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. They got my dog on Zoom?
Shit got real.
Yo, it's like my nigga trying to scan into the building and the key card was like, beep, beep, beep. Oh, wait, hold on. You know, you try to wipe it. This shit say, yo, what the fuck going on? Yo, y'all free my man Envy, man. Y'all got my boy on the TV type shit. What's up? Now, this is a stressful time for Envy. And this is why I'm here. I'm on the Envy defense squad. Real talk. I ain't even bullshit. I'm here to say Envy had nothing to do with this. We need to focus. Unfortunately, Envy is the big fish. He's the name that people are interested in. But in reality, we need to focus on the actual con artist. That's Cesar. But Envy's the attractive name, so people want to tie this whole thing around his neck, okay? And I know it's affecting him, and I send my prayers out to him because, you know, he's going through a lot, right? Of course, he feels scammed himself. Some people feel like he wasn't in on it, and the feds are probably looking at him on some weird shit. Anyway, my dude was sounding very somber. He wasn't sounding like he normally does.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy. Charlamagne.
My boy even lost his fucking voice. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, man.
Yes, he did.
I mean, the guy, we are the Breakfast Club, and it's time for Pass the Aux.
It's time for Pass the Aux.
They got my nigga broadcasting. I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks crazier than if he just wasn't there. Like, this looks crazy. You feel me? This looks wild.
Rumor has it. 15 to their home.
Yo, he's doing a rumor report, and they're just showing the meters. Like, yo, they're just showing the fucking board.
Arrested yesterday for allegedly attacking.
Yo, which producer at the Breakfast Club thought this was a good idea? Y'all gonna video the board, my nigga, and act like this is DJ Envy, my nigga? At least put up just a picture of him, bro.
They said the woman told him that Young Blue had...
Chat. Truth be told, man, I just feel bad for Envy. By the way, he did catch a break today. My boy caught a break. And in him catching a break, TMZ actually reported that Power 105 was actually not raided. They only showed up to tell him that his partner was arrested. So it says feds say no raid took place at iHeart. And let's read the article. It says DJ Envy ex-business partner Cesar was arrested on fraud charges Wednesday, but the reports that federal officials raided iHeart offices and removed electronic equipment are not true. This, according to federal law enforcement sources. Okay, this is Envy's lawyer right here. Massimo D'Angelo tells TMZ Hip Hop the reports are yet another example of a continued sensationalization in the media to attach his client's name to the story, even though he insists DJ Envy is one of the victims, not a perpetrator of the alleged fraud. Okay, law enforcement sources told us the same. A source at iHeartMedia also confirmed to us that no equipment was removed from the building. We're told that New Jersey Division of Drug Enforcement and Administration and the FBI all had a part in investigating the case, and officials were at the offices to alert Envy that Pena had been arrested. So we're now getting, I guess, some clarified word that he wasn't these. Apparently, they didn't raid Power 105 or iHeartMedia. They're saying that they showed up to notify him, which sounds a little bullshit, though, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all have a phone. Y'all can send him an email. Like, is it like the cops arrested and indicted them bum ass niggas who try to run down on me? They didn't show up to my house to tell me. They fucking emailed me, right? So again, that sounds a little bit whatever, but it felt like it probably sounded like they showed up to talk to Envy, right? They probably didn't execute a search warrant. I think that's all that means. But it doesn't mean that, it's only they showed up to alert him, because if they're acting like he's a victim, like for example, in my case, I'm a victim, in the paperwork, they didn't list him as a victim. They list him as individual one. So that's a very interesting thing. Pena was charged with one count of wire fraud. He pled not guilty. He's not allowed to leave the state, but he was released on $1 million bond. Anyway, what else is kind of interesting, which I think some of this is coincidence. If you go to iHeartMedia jobs, right? If you go to careers, let me make sure y'all can see all this. I think this is coincidence, and I actually don't think it's got nothing to do with Envy. But I see certain blogs and certain people talking about it, so I'm going to try to be fair about it. If you go to iHeartMedia careers, right, and you scroll down, you go to current openings, right? You go here, find your next opportunity. There's 406 jobs available. If you just type in the keywords thing, if you type breakfast, it's going to show a job that says the Breakfast Club morning co-host. It was posted 8 days ago. Now, this is why it's a little confusing to a lot of people, because I know for a fact that Envy and Charlemagne been looking for a third permanent seat. And it looked like they were kind of like having different people, like Jess Hilarious was doing it. Jason Lee did it. A few other people did it. So I'm thinking that maybe this job opening is for that position. And by the way, I've also heard people say, why would they even post this job up here? There's certain rules and laws. It's like employment law, that even if it's a position, right, that is skilled and talented, or if you have somebody in mind, you still have to post the position publicly. You get what I mean? So even if, say they're going to give Jess Hilarious a position, right? They got to post the position publicly for a certain time. It's like law. Like, I forgot what it is. Now, some people are saying, no, it's not for the third seat. They actually believe it's for DJ Envy's position, which, again, DJ Envy is still on the radio. Even if he's at home, he's still, like, they didn't fire him or anything like that. And actually, I predicted that he won't get fired. So, again, some people think that it's kind of, that's iHeartMedia realizing they're in hot water. They might have to let go or terminate Envy. I think not. I think it's for the third seat. The timing, though, is definitely interesting. Okay? So, we'll see what it is. By the way, somebody said that nigga's really on Zoom. Yo, businessman 105 Jones, thank you for the 20. You didn't say anything twice. Thank you for the 5 as well. You didn't say anything. AB Kirk, thank you for the 5. He said, honestly, Envy is so ingrained in the culture, iHeart should think carefully before cutting ties. I know they face fines, but without Envy, it ain't the Breakfast Club. That's a great point. I do believe that DJ Envy is ingrained into the Breakfast Club and is ingrained in radio culture and ingrained into Power 105. I don't think they should fire him, but I do think it's going to come down to a financial situation. I don't know how much Envy would be getting paid. By the way, let's say this is Angela Yee's position they're hiring for. If you scroll all the way down, and by the way, this is what they claim they need. And by the way, if y'all are asking me like, yo, Ack, why don't you apply? Bro, they ain't finna hire me, bro. I don't think they like me like that much, bro. Like, to keep it real, bro, I'm new media, bro. Like, and also, like, bro, like, it was a long time ago that I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, this is radio, my nigga. Radio only loves people who do work in radio. Like, bro, this, like, truth be told, this gonna go to either Jess Hilarious or like Nyla Simone or something. No disrespect to her, but feel me? Like, come on, like, bro, come on, right? Says what's responsibilities? Perform news, talk, comedic, or other format shows. Establish relationships with listeners by providing entertainment, blah, blah, interview guests. This looks like something that any of them would do. Adhere to all guidelines, policies, blah, 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 blah. This is an interesting thing. Adhere to all guidelines and policies and procedures of the station, iHeartMedia, the FCC, and all federal, state, and local laws, including policies and procedures regarding indecency and obscenity. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to be very honest with you. What I do believe is actually going to happen is that they're going to be cracking down on a lot of things that may have been gray area that could be breaking some of these policies and procedures according to federal and state regulations. You know what I mean? There's another one that says prepare for air shift, including creativity. Okay, I don't know what that means. Maintain a website personality page. Okay. Participate in required station. Okay, anybody could do this. It looks like they're just looking for a personality. Executes only the interviews and okay. Yeah, to be honest, this sounds like this is their formal way of trying to hire Jess Hilarious. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I don't know if you guys pay attention to the Breakfast Club, there's been a bunch of people that's been through there. They clearly like Jess Hilarious. I don't like her. You know, she dissed me, so bitch diss me, bitch we in war forever. We cool, you feel me? I bomb on you every single time. I think you a tranny on some real shit. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. So it's all good. But I'm not an idiot, and I could admit reality. I do think the Breakfast Club likes Jess Hilarious, and I think they're trying to hire her. I think she's probably trying to figure out what her schedule, because she does do comedy. I think she does Wild 'N Out still tape. She's trying to figure that out. And with her trying to figure out all of this shit, she probably has now gotten to a point where she realizes she could do the Breakfast Club within certain like limitations, and I think they're gonna hire her. So before they hire her, they can't just hire her. Like, I think this is like employment law. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. At least in New York and New Jersey, for certain companies, you can't just hire someone without posting the job. You have to post the job as a formality. So you have to post the job, even if you already have somebody in mind that you're giving the job. Yeah. So them putting this up 8 days ago, I don't think really they were thinking too much about Envy. I think this was them trying to hire Jess Hilarious or whoever their third is. Do you get what I mean? You guys can let me know otherwise. Anyway, you scroll all the way down. What they do say is that the compensation is going to be in the realm of, and I don't know why there's two different ones. Let me see. There's one compensation for 130 to 170K. And then there's another compensation for 240 to 330K. Okay? What was it? So, okay, cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you ask me, I think Angela Yee was getting more than this. I think all of them were getting close to $1 million. Like, obviously, I think Charlamagne was getting multi-million dollars. Charlamagne is the Beyonce of the show. I think Envy was getting millions of dollars as well. I think Angela Yee probably was getting like 1.2 to 1.5. Like, if you ask me about their salaries, and you know what I mean, you know, Charlamagne is my man, so like he's told me certain stuff before which I would never use or weaponize. If you ask me what the budget to hire the Breakfast Club has been in the past, Envy's been on radio for dumb long. Angela Yee's also put in a lot of significant work. Charlamagne's a star. What do I think they pay a year to keep all of them? I think about $6 to $7 million. Could be more. Could be 8. I think, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say 8. I think they were paying $8 million to keep those three together, at least for the last 5 years. Do you get what I mean? I say 8 million. I'm talking about 8 million per year. Okay? Anyway, so yeah. So whoever gets the job now probably gonna start out at like 300,000, something of the sort. Which, you know, hey, unless you got a name or whatever, that's about the number you should be starting at. Now, if Jess Hilarious gets the job, truth be told, I don't think she's starting at $1 million, but I think she definitely starting at $500,000 at least. You get what I mean?
Said Tony to close it, tear it up. Let's see what he's saying on this one. Hold on, damn, I ain't gonna do that.
This is
Tony the Closer talks to a father whose son allegedly got scammed by Cesar Pena.
This is Jeff Robinson Sr. His son is a investor with Cesar Pena. He passed away tragically about 6 months ago to a car accident. After his passing, his family has been trying to get their money to take care of his children. He has 2 young children that survived him. This father here has been in the community with his son and his father for over 30 plus years in Patterson. This isn't just somebody that was just some street hustler or somebody that was a nobody. This is somebody that's been pouring into the community for 30 plus years. This family has done coke giveaways, free food, all type of gatherings to be a part of uplifting the community. Why this thing means something to me is because the people who do the right thing need to be protected.
Right now, just listening to you speak about the whole situation, Tone, is a very sensitive issue with me. I just lost my son 6 months ago, so it's kind of like emotional. It's very difficult for me to even come up here and talk to you today. However, I know that this story must be heard because of all of the stealing that people have endured from this group of individuals. Cesar, not only Cesar, but DJ Envy and his whole entourage. My son was a very hard worker, and the community loved him, and so did I. So his story is very, very delicate right now. So excuse me if I may get a little emotional at times when I talk about my son, because it's just like it happened yesterday. Although it's 6 months ago, I miss him dearly. So Cesar is really playing with fire at this moment, and I'm glad that the authorities picked him up, because that is a good thing for him and his associates. I've been here for 50 years, and I'm going to stay here until God takes me home. I'm going to fight for my child until the end, until there's no longer a fight for me. So I appreciate you, man, taking this time to use your platform to acknowledge my son and also acknowledge me for the work that we've done. We don't ask for much. We always try and give. This is what was raised by my mother and father, who started this journey, who started this legacy. It was those two. And I took it to the level, to the point where I can take it and turn the torch on to Jeff Jr. And he carried it very, very well, I must say. I must say that he carried it very well. Even if Caesar wanted to get away with this, the people of this city would not allow this to happen because of the love and the respect that they had for this young man, and not only myself. But it's been really, really difficult just seeing how disrespectful this young man has been to the community, to these people that he's taken their money and he thinks is a joke. But at the end of the day, God has his last say, my man. He will deal with it. He will deal with all of those that try and come before this journey that we're trying to bring out to the people. This isn't about street or not street. You understand? People are talking about someone being snitches, bro. This is right or wrong. This has nothing to do with you or anyone else being a snitch to anyone. This is right or wrong. It's black and white, my man. That's all this is. So for those that want to criticize you and talk about you being a snitch, they need to go somewhere and sit down and get a real life for themselves. But you know what, Tone? This journey will continue. You know, I'm just thankful for the love from the people and from yourself. I never met you until Sunday. You sent me this message and say, hey, I've heard a story. I need to talk to you. Are you willing to talk? And I say yes. We've been talking, and I admire you, my man. I admire you. Not only will I come meet you in person, because I don't really do the social media much often, other than cook food and put displays and stuff of the food business and the car wash on social media. But I physically want to come to you and give you a hug and show you that much respect, that I appreciate what you're doing for these people. Not only for my son, but for these people that are hurting behind all of this stealing and carrying on. My son got out here and worked every day of his life. I taught him that. I was a single father since he was 5 years old. The courts gave me custody of this young man because they knew that he would be better off with me and no one else. So whatever stories that you may hear, I raised him up until the day he was 33 years old, but I guided him up until the point he did. So Jeff has lived a great life, man. And I cannot allow Caesar and DJ Envy or any other person take advantage of that good heart that he had. I will die first before I allow that to happen. And I will make sure of that. And I appreciate you, man. I really can't continue to talk as much as I go on. It hurts. It hurts more and more and more. This is not easy for me. This is not easy for me. You know, my son was my world, although I have 3 other kids, but my son was my shadow. He was my shadow from the day he was born. So this is not about the money. It's about the respect that he deserves. And I can't wait to challenge Caesar. Anytime, any place, he want to face me, face man to man, I am here for it. And anyone else that may come against or have something to say to me about my son. I am here for it, bro. Until God take me home, I'm here. Let's not forget it.
Man, every time I talk to you, you have me in tears, bro. Damn.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Man, get on the
emotional. These are emotional moments for me, Tone.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry, brother.
You gotta apologize.
I'm so sorry. Let me get some. I gotta get some tissue for myself.
I want to tell you that you know we've already had the conversation offline, but I'll say it publicly. I admire what you stand for as a father. You know, it's a lot of black men and women that don't grow up with what you were representing. And I told you, every time I get off the phone with you, I immediately call my boys.
Yeah. Give them that love, man. Every day is not promised to us. Give them that hug on a daily basis. Tell them you love them. See, Jeff was here with me. He was here with me every day. Even though he was a grown man, there was not a day that go by unless one of us was on vacation that we didn't see each other or we didn't call each other. You know, my son, I was a hard person. And, you know, I was very, very hard with my son. And I think that's what made him who he was, you know. But I must say, before Jeff died, he said something to me, Tony, that made all the world for me. That's what keeps me going. And he said to me, he said, "Hey, Dad, I never said this to you," because he was having some issues with some other financial people that was trying to be slick with him with the automobile. And he took me, of course. He would always come to get me for the bad news because he knew Dad would come to his rescue and to back him and support him, just as my dad did for me. So we went to this particular place and we handled what we had to handle. And just before we left, we were getting to pull off. He put the car in drive to pull off, and he stopped the car for a moment. He says, I said, what's wrong? He said, I want to say something to you. It had already been a year and a half. My mother and father had passed. And he said to me, he said, "You know, Dad, this is why my grandma would always tell me to include you in everything that I do. Because for one thing, you're sure to know that your dad would always have your best interests at heart." Okay? So this situation with Caesar, I'm proud of my son for the decisions that he made. He thought his money was safe. He trusted these people to do the right thing. Okay? But not everybody thinks that way, like he did, like he was raised. Okay? That boy would give you the shirt off his back, just like his dad would. Okay? When he said that to me, it did something to me. It opened up my heart to know that all of the hard work.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Because it made him who he was. When they had that candle lighting for my son, my young son, I had no clue that many people was going to come here on this 2 corners of this street. It was probably over 10,000 people here. You could not get in here. So at that moment, I knew that he touched so many people's hearts, whether they were white, black, green, or purple. It didn't matter what race you was. That's the way he was raised. That's the way I was raised. It don't matter what race you are, who you are, or what you are. You could be misfortunate. You don't have what I have, but guess what? You're equal to me. I'm no different than you. There are people that come here. There are people that walk these streets every day that ask for money if they come past my truck, bro. And they say, I said, "I don't have any money for you, but you hungry?" They say, "Yeah, I feed them." Not only here in Patterson, New Jersey, but you ask that community in New York City where I cook at. This is what God does for me. As long as I bless others, God will continue to bless me. Why he put me in this position, I have no clue. Why he took my mother first, I have no clue. Why he took my father first, I have no clue. Why he took little Jeff next, I have no clue. I'm still here. I will not curse him. I have to trust and believe that there's something bigger to this story than this, than that. You know, Tone? I'm here, man. You gained a family member, my brother. Although I'm on the other side of the country, you gained a family member. Anything that you need, if I can do it, I don't have much, but I'll give you what I have, or what my support, what I can. Okay?
I just need those fries. I need fries. No fries. I told you what I want.
Thanks for making me laugh.
Y'all got to see these seafood fries you got. It's
Thank
crazy.
You,
I gotta get them. That's what I need.
Yeah. Tone, I thank you, man. I thank you for, bringing some light to this situation. You're awesome. And it takes a lot. It takes somebody very strong to take that position, to get in front of this, to talk about it when people thought that you were hating on the other man, or you were trying to belittle someone, or to try and get recognition for yourself. But yet and still, it all came out to the opening. The truth has came out. It's still more to come. This is just the beginning. This is all that it is the beginning of a long road. So just get ready. Just get ready. And I'm ready. I can't wait to see where this goes.
I really appreciate you. Man, for the people that don't know, we probably talk every day. Since we met, we damn near talk every day. And I admire what you stand for. I think one of the things that, hearing your story from just being a father that wanted to be involved and do his best for his family, and not only his family, but you also poured that into the community. I just think that we got to get to a place where we have to start standing up for each other. And yeah. I've been through my own situations where I got scammed and taken advantage of, and I raised hell and nobody said anything. They just made me the bad guy. I know the feeling when you're like trying to get justice, and it's like you fighting against everything. So I was, I know I'm big enough in this space where people will listen to me. Yeah. It came to me, and I just felt like it was my duty to speak up. This has been probably one of the most challenging things I've ever dealt with, not only from just dealing with all the different people and the different stories that are all just heartbreaking. I speak to a lot of victims that have went through something with these guys, but then you take on the personal attacks and the slander. My family also takes on personal attacks and slander. The stress that it puts on all the people around me to try to be a person that stands up and gives the voice for the people, because this took me 6 months of getting disrespected, and I still get disrespected. I'm still getting violated. As this thing has come to the light, my job and duty, I felt like, what would I have wanted somebody to do for me? Yeah. And that was just that. Yeah. I said, I'm gonna just do what was right. Yeah. I had those feelings, man. Yeah. I know what y'all feel.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? It's been very challenging time. Not only all of my son's affairs, it's been obstacles since he left. Not just this one. There's multiple situations from the day he passed away. These obstacles started for me privately, that no one knows. Some know the situation I had to do just to bury my son, with those trying to grab and hold on to things. So I understand what you're saying, truly understand. But you know what, Tone? God has your back, bruh, okay? Those and things that people are saying stand no ground. Because when you do right by people, no matter what, the evil come against you, God gonna protect you. I believe it. I trust and believe in that. I'm a very, very spiritual individual when it comes to that. I was raised by 2 pastors. And although sometimes we all have doubt because we're human, but guess what? You have to still go back to what the Bible says. You have to trust and believe and have faith. And that's what has been giving me this peace that I have. I don't know if you saw the incident where I was here, where I was struggling very much day by day with the pain and anger. But you know what? God sent something. He sent a message for me to say, hey, You're going to be all right. Continue this journey, my son. He left me behind for a reason, because I've always prepared Jeff Jr. for me to leave first, okay? That's what we do for our children. We put things in perspective for our children, okay? And this is what Jeff Jr. was doing for his children, his daughter and his son, okay? So he's no longer here, so it's my duty to do what he would have done, because this is how I taught him to do when I left. If I left before you, son, this is what you do. This is what I left you to do. This is what I need you to do. This is what's this. Do this, do that. Okay? So trust and believe God has your back in all that you do. If you're doing it for all the right causes, you can best to believe that God will protect and cover you. Although they may come against you, you'll be fine. And believe me.
Yeah. Cat's out the bag. The cat is all the way out the bag. And they in trouble. Oh, they in trouble. They in trouble. Yes, they are in trouble. You better know it.
It's shining right now. Okay. I just mentioned the baby, little baby, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of youngsters in Miami that's doing their thing. I'm looking forward to get on this
Ricky
platform.
Rose
as well.
talking slick.
It's most definitely creative.
And for real, a lot of this is common sense. We all want to be in real estate. Everybody want to be a boss. I got it, but be patient. Because we can't get in business with 15 names on one deed, 15 names on one piece of land. That'll be 15 you fighting. 15 names on one piece of land. 14 is gonna take the stand. You already see what it is, man. Whenever you see us repping St. Thomas, man, we born winners. We born winners. One time for Big Bank, one time for the whole squad, one time for the coach, the entire program. When you ready for the big time, this is where you start at right here, baby. St. Thomas, you see that gold and blue? You see it? We born winners. You ready? Make sure, nigga, it's going down. It's on fire.
You want to see marketing?
Man,
We got marketing.
we got marketing. We support everybody who support us. James Lindsay, Rap Snacks, ain't nothing but love. All the Black Bottle Boys, everybody that's posting Bel Air around the world. It's one of the biggest networks of just artists, creatives that stay in touch. So if you're a creative, you're an artist, make sure you following Bel Air. High Tolerance, of course, Collins Ave, the #1 smoke. Rap Star Energy Drink. And of course, Double M the Empire. I love matches.
Yeah, they in trouble. They in trouble. They in trouble. It done got real. It done got real. That shit did. And I'm telling you, this situation here, what I think, Angela Yee seen this coming to light. She seen this. So she said, I'm going to get up out of here before it get crazy. She seen this because she was talking about that real estate stuff too. So I hope she didn't get involved with it. But she got up out of there because she seen the heat coming. If she was sitting there, she would be a focus on this too because she was talking about that real estate stuff. And it done got real. So Envy's the big face behind it. And they coming with straight heat, straight pressure. Conspiracy on the way. If y'all know what a conspiracy is, you're gonna know if you don't know. Because this is a straight conspiracy. And it's coming to light. You can run, but you can't hide. The pressure is coming. The pressure's coming.
You've been having deals with Ford and Chevrolet. You've
For a
been
long
talking
time.
Long time, years.
Listen to me,
You
New
not
York.
doing fraud?
This guy
you ain't
right
stealing
here.
cars? Not you. Not Flex.
We not selling bad houses.
No, we ain't selling fake houses. No, we not gonna steal no old lady houses.
That's not nice.
Nah, you ain't. You going to hell?
You knew you was gonna get it today.
You going to hell
Stop
for stealing those old
Oh
houses.
man, listen,
Oh my God.
listen, New York.
Oh my God, Charlamagne.
We are not up here selling the Brooklyn Bridge.
Hey, Charlamagne, come with Flex.
Oh,
come with Flex. Come on. Come on.
Shout out to Mr. Touchy Feely.
Come on. Hey, I got 10,000 cash right now for
Rose
anybody
here.
that's listening. And more importantly, we not doing fraud. Flex not doing fraud.
We're not
he
doing
ain't selling
fraud.
no bad houses. He ain't selling no fake houses. He ain't doing none of that. I'm telling you. And when Rose said, I'm telling you, I can't say that for nobody else.
We are not selling the Brooklyn Bridge. You cannot buy that from us.
Oh my God, you cannot buy the Statue of Liberty.
Oh,
Oh my God, it's called thievery.
Somebody's going to jail.
Oh my God, the real estate Rico.
What's up, boy Tony? Tony's in town too. Tony's in town.
Charlamagne, come work with Funk Flex. Come on. I like Charlamagne. You gonna let him work with you, right? Come on.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Charlamagne, I just did that for you. You good.
He took care of
You good. Don't worry about nothing.
He took care of you.
Let's go, Shaq and Kobe.
Everybody's taking an L tonight. And I'm selling the Brooklyn Bridge for $3 million.
And guess what? I got the Statue of Liberty for sale. For sale. And I want a pedicure. I want a pedicure.
And they said he needs his pool clean.
Nah, I need my pool clean.
Blow him when he fed.
People, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nah. You want the boss, you gonna get the boss. You better play your position, son. You better play your position. This is, it's real. It's called real. Hey, Charlamagne, you work for Funk Flex. Come on, let's go. I love Charlamagne. I rock with Charlamagne. When that shit fall over there, you rockin' with Flex. Let's go, baby! I got the Statue of Liberty for sale, $25 million.
Exactly. I'm selling the Brooklyn Bridge, $26 million.
Since all the other DJs selling shit they don't own.
Oh, man.
Ricky Rose want a petty. I got a corn on my right small toe. I got a corn on my right small toe. And right now, I got on my classic Air Max right now, boy. Yeah, I told y'all. The real ones keep it real. Hey, Charlamagne, I rock with you, homie.
Rose!
I rock with you.
Rose is
Funk
here.
Flex told you he got you, but everybody else, we can't do nothing with them. They selling the Statue of Liberty.
No, and they're selling it, yeah.
It ain't, but it's called fraud. It's called being a thief.
Yeah, you saw that then.
And NYC don't deserve a thief, so that's why we rocking with Funk
Tony
Flex.
the Closer, Arnie's in town.
Tony the Closer, what it do? Turn up on your live. They stealing. We having a good time. We sipping Luke Belair. We sipping McQueen. And we not. Yeah. Come on, get another. I need another. No. I need you. I need you to have another. We doing it big. This Funk Flex Radio. Everybody tuned in. I got 10,000 K cash. I need them phones ringing. If the phone's ringing, I may go to 20.
Rose, thank you.
I may go to 20.
Yes.
And if anybody need to see the cash, if you questioning a boss, I dare you.
We want to see the houses and where they were selling houses that don't exist.
Yeah, they selling houses. Tony the Closer page got all the bad houses they were selling, man. They took advantage of some old people, too.
That's not nice.
Nah, it's called thievery.
That's not nice.
It's called fraud. Come on, man. Come on, what's the name of
wicked
that
out
radio
there,
station?
man.
They can't be doing that. Come on,
Wicked,
y'all got
man.
it. NYC only tuning into the real ones. One time for Sam Sneak in the building. Breon Prescott, Maybach Music, Meek Millie, Ricky Rose, Funk Master Flex. This the only place you could get this right here. Let's go, y'all. Who want to win $10,000 cash right now? Let me know right now.
Shaq and Kobe? Oh, this is it.
Hey,
this is it.
The Brooklyn Bridge not for sale, man.
Yeah, exactly. They gotta stop.
They gotta stop
Maybach
that.
music.
Statue of Liberty for sale though.
Music.
You know the one guy that'll sell it. Hey, he was talking like he was in the car. It's only one DJ that's in NYC that's in the closet. That's Funk Flex. And I'm talking about me and Flex talk cars. This 06.
Yeah.
This back in 06.
Yes, we just want, listen, man, we just want no more fraud. We don't want nothing. Listen, stay out of my bank account.
We got the Icon DJ Red Alert in the building.
Cool.
We got icons in the building.
Cool.
Legends. We pay homage to legends.
Yes, you're cool. The DJs, the Red Alert. Absolutely. That's that knock.
Hey, Charlemagne, I got you a position over here. It's Funk Flex and Charlemagne. Washing sneakers.
Washing sneakers.
Damn.
I love it.
Wait.
It's big. Everybody hit me up in the comments if you ready for Funk Flex and Charlemagne washing sneakers.
Washing sneakers. We got white on white Air Force $6. $6.
We got Luke Belair on air right now. There's nowhere else you can hear this. Everybody call your friends and let them know what's going on right now.
And don't put no little girls around them. It's just don't do it.
And don't sell no fake houses. Don't sell no fake deeds. Don't do that. We not doing that. We not doing that. We not taking advantage of the old people. We refuse to do it.
We can't do it.
The Brooklyn Bridge is not for sale. The Statue of Liberty is not for sale. New York City.
Stop selling bodegas in Jersey.
Oh my God, they just sold a beach. Shaq and Kobe, we having a good time. We sipping Luke Belair, we sipping McQueen. And right now, I'm rocking with the real ones, NYC. It's been 50 years of hip-hop. New York City, y'all know what y'all mean to the world. Not just everywhere else, but to the world. So we had to come here first.
Man, it's going down. It's going down when you ain't around, baby. These niggas is going down. Shit done got real, man. Hey, man. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Like the video. I'm coming. Trust me, I'm coming. Deezy's coming. You better know it. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back now.